In a day charged with emotions, His Majesty the King, in the uniform of Colonel-in-Chief of the Grenadiers, rides onto the parade ground in Hyde Park to present new colors to 6 battalions of the Guards. The brilliant military ceremony begins with the King inspecting the line formed by Grenadier, Coldstream and Scots Guards. Queen Mary watches from the royal dais, and Princess Elizabeth and Princess Margaret Rose are also there to see the picturesque parade. The inspection over, the old colours are borne forward by their escorts and paraded in slow time to the tune of Old Lang Syne. The colours are dipped as they defile past His Majesty. And now, having dismounted, the King approaches the central platform to attend the consecration of the new colours, which have been laid on the drums, the service being conducted by the Chaplain General to the forces.
We do consecrate and set apart these colors that they may be a sign of our duty towards our King and our country.
His Majesty then addresses his troops in words which they will never forget.
Grenadiers, Coldstreamers, and Scots Guardsmen, it is with mixed feelings that I address you on this solemn occasion. Almost everything changes as the centuries pass, but the oldest regiments of the British Army, Guards and line alike, embody a tradition of discipline and devotion unbroken by the shocks of 250 years, unequaled in duration and unsurpassed by fame by any other military units now surviving in the world. Only a few of us on parade this morning have known the awful weight of war with all its horrors and yet its comradeships during the world struggle of 20 years ago. With all my heart, I hope, and indeed I pray, that never again may our age and a generation be called upon to face such stern and terrible days. Humanity cries out for peace and the assurance of peace, and you will find in peace opportunities of a duty and service as noble as any that bygone battlefields can show. Keep then the message of these colors ever before you. The honor of your regiment and of your country will rest safe and sure in your hands.
The climax of the ceremony has now been reached, and the King makes the actual presentation of the new colors. The colors are marched in slow time to join their battalions. Finally, the march passed, a superb display of perfect discipline. Whose heart is not thrilled with loyalty and devotion as the King rides off, sentiment so soon to be turned to horror and scorn? It was at the top of Constitution Hill that the apparent attempt on the life of our King was made. There was a sudden commotion in the crowd, and a loaded revolver was seen to fall near the King's horse. A policeman dismounted and kicked the revolver aside. You can see him in the right-hand bottom corner of the picture. A man named McMahon was arrested and marched off under strong escort to Hyde Park Police Station, to be later brought up at Bow Street and charged under the Firearms Act. This prior charge having been heard, he was removed to prison on remand. To say that the public was aghast as the incredible news was flashed through the streets of London is to minimize the emotions of the King's subjects. Whether it was a serious attempt on his life or not, the whole country joins in thankfulness that no hurt was done to His Majesty. who throughout the incident maintained a calmness and dignity true to the tradition of his character.